Hi,
What-
you guys. Hello. Yellow.
What's going on,
Good
everybody?
evening. Good evening.
A
As
little
you can
change of
see here
scenery
today, Logic is not with us today. He is
Or
taking a
is
sick
he?
day. But we are glad to see that he is doing a lot better today than he was last week. But his voice is a little
Little raspy.
He's not doing so good. So today, me and Lewis, the one that knows, is going to be joining us today. So don't judge me.
Hello,
This is
guys.
very few times that I do the introductions.
Happy to be here, guys.
Okay. I would introduce Lewis in his social media, but he doesn't have any. So you can just see
Damn right.
they can find you in their dreams
Right here in this show.
right
That's
here
where they
in
can
the
find
show.
me at.
But you can definitely find me on Instagram. It's Natalie, 2 I's, 2 E's, _01. So let's kick it off with tradition, like Jason always does. So, Lewis, how was your week?
My week has been pretty swell. I've just been working right now and going to school. Just took a test today. Passed that shit you already know. And I'm going to Vegas this week with Sazon Completo.
Tomorrow.
I know, I'm so excited. I'm excited. I know.
Oh
I'm a
my
little scared too
God.
because I've never been in Vegas and, there's a lot of weird people over there. So
A lot of crackheads.
yeah. But definitely excited for sure. Yeah, so I've had a good week.
For those of you wondering, I am not going to Vegas with them, but that's okay because I don't know. You guys invited me last minute.
Hey, look, it was all Jason's idea. He was the one that invited me last minute. It was actually like
didn't
a
you
round
invite
circle.
yourself?
I did not invite myself, all right? First of all, I was in the room with Bert, and then Jason was mentioning it, and then Bert was like, hey, why don't we all go to Vegas?
So Bert invited
And
us.
I was like, I don't know, money's kind of tight. And he's like, no, you're going to Vegas. And I was like, I don't have a choice then.
Literally, you look at your pockets in your wallet, and you're like, you have $3, and you're like, okay,
Yeah, let's go.
let's go, let's have fun. But that's fine. You better bring all the cameras, better vlog,
We will.
But take it easy on Jason because he's getting over. It's a little cold.
He's actually very excited about it, so.
Dude, Jason, if you're watching this, I hope you've been resting. You're gonna hear a strongly worded letter from me if you haven't.
He's not resting. He's at work right now. He's literally at work right now.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You're lying to me.
I swear to God.
He went back to work?
I called him like on my way here and he was like, yeah, I'm just finishing a job right now, bro.
No. ETA 15 minutes? No. You're not allowed inside here. You're not allowed inside. You better go home. We're not opening this door for you. Literally in the comment section, he's like, ETA 15 minutes. I'm like, wow, Jason's not here. He's probably at home resting. I was
like
so proud and impressed. No, he's home. I mean, he's on his way here. No.
Of course not. Jason, he's a workaholic.
This weekend I was actually thinking about Jason and like how he's sick, but he's feeling better and his trip to Vegas and all that stuff. And I just started getting so mad because he's just so stubborn. Like, because I was mentioning to Ray, I was like, oh yeah, he got sick, but he's feeling a little better. And then I think Ray had said something about like, oh, why doesn't he do this or whatever? And I'm like, well, Jason, he's fucking stubborn. And then I started getting mad because I'm like, bro, put yourself first.
Jason just feels like he will lose so much on his days off if he rests. So he pushes through the pain. I can feel that.
Jason, listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth. You make me want to rip my hairs out. Because sometimes I'm just like, you need to go in bed and just rest. And he's like, no. And I'm like,
I can feel that. I definitely do that. I've been caught doing that sometimes.
I think you should look at the comments.
Oh, that's Georgie Poo.
Hi, Georgie. No. Jason's in the comments and he's like, no. You see why he makes me want to rip my hairs out? Oh my God. Let's move on to the topic before I get an aneurysm because this is insane. Okay.
Well, you didn't talk about how your day went.
Oh,
your week,
guys,
whatever.
I'm not interesting. My day was all right. It was just, what I do the weekend, home.
Have you started the new promotion yet?
No, that's not until July. Oh, but
wow,
something interesting.
Pretty far away.
Yeah, but it's whatever. It gives me time
to prepare.
But something very interesting. I'm going on a cruise. I'm going to visit Italy and some of the Greek islands for a week, and it's going to be super fucking exciting. I'm excited. Always wanted to go to Greece.
Damn, that does sound good.
yeah. Anyways, I'm not that interesting. So we're just gonna go right into the topics. The first one is titled "Haters Will Be Haters," and so I saw this video on Instagram, and it was basically this girl. She saw this video about how people are hating on girls who aren't modest at the gym, and she was like, "Okay,
What is
I can
modesty?
get with that. What's modest?" She was looking at the comment section, and nobody in the comment section had any constructive criticism, any feedback. Everybody was just shitting on it, like, yeah, girls should be modest, they're so provocative at the gym. And she's like, okay, what's considered provocative? What is considered modest? And nobody had an ounce of feedback. And I'll admit, I was like, damn, I would be annoyed too. Because it's like, what is considered modest?
What would you consider modest?
I mean,
Like long sleeves,
No.
mask.
okay, wait. If we're taking the little definition of modest, then yes, like, wearing I think like you would wear leggings, but I know some women would wear like a long sleeve t-shirt that goes past their bottom,
Mhm.
halfway through their thighs.
Yeah.
And just like not being so like tight restrictive on their skin. I think that would be more modest, because I think when you confuse modesty with like not so provocative, I don't know the word for it, like sports bra and leggings,
Right.
that's fine.
It's just outdoor, clothes.
I have seen some women at the gym and they're wearing really short shorts, like you can see like their nalgas, and like a sports bra that has like, oh, my mic is going out. Oh no.
Oh, it's probably the noise reduction.
I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying. Anyways, sorry about that, you guys. So, and the sports bra, like the backing, it's like just open,
Right.
but the front part. Oh, my mic keeps going out.
I hear you fine.
Yeah,
You hear me fine?
you might be wearing the wrong headphones.
4.
The headphones.
No, there's.
Hi.
I'm sorry. No, it's number 4. It matches the mic.
Is it?
Yeah, you're good.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Real. Oh, this microphone doesn't like me, you guys. Can somebody in the comments please say if you can hear me just fine? I sound fine.
Says you
Okay, so
sound
there's
fine,
probably
yeah.
just my headphones. I'm just gonna keep on talking regardless of what I hear. If in the
Switch out the headphones to the other pair if you want.
okay, if it does it again, I'll definitely do that. But let me know in the comments, you guys, because I hear staticky.
So do you think those women that wear those type of clothing, you think they're doing it for like the attention?
It's really hard to tell. I couldn't give any crap what anybody wears to the gym. I saw a guy wearing a Spider-Man onesie at the gym once.
A onesie?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that's pretty dope.
I was like, damn, we got our own friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
He's
awesome.
working out.
He's working out. So, but honestly, like, it really just depends whether women want to be provocative at the gym. What do you think?
Do you think that whole conversation sparked off of because like this whole situation going on now with women and like recording themselves and then catching people looking at them and then they take it the wrong way? You think that's how it all sparked?
Oh my God. People have been hating on women for such a long time. Like, it's honestly really hard to tell whether or not that's the real reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I've seen that on social media a lot, or like on YouTube, I guess, where like there's like a whole bunch of like controversial videos where women are recording themselves and then there's like some dude in the background like walking by, looks over, and then they just start fucking shitting on him.
Bro, a little side note, Porky Pig 4329 is like, we need more Lewis to turn that angelic voice up.
Oh, my angelic voice, huh?
Anyways, but what really grinded my gears was that it wasn't just like that specific video. It was the fact that whatever video you see on the internet, haters will be haters. Like, they'll hate on something just to hate on it and not give any feedback. Because it's like, oh man, women are so dumb and they're so provocative. I can't believe they can't dress more modest. Or, oh my God, that person is so dumb for posting up that video. You sound ugly or whatever. And it's like, God forbid the creators of that video actually come up and they're like, all right, what was it that you hated about it?
Yeah, I feel like that video specifically is just them hitting on women for sure. Like they're not giving any sort of feedback.
It's annoying because if people actually want to get better in like a particular video, they would like feedback. But people just hate just to hate because it fuels them. It makes them feel nice inside.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Have you ever gotten any hate, whether if it's on the internet or in real life, where somebody just hated on you and you had no idea why?
Well, we did. This podcast has.
Okay, aside from the podcast.
No, not really. I haven't really received like hate towards me like that. Not really.
I have.
Or
I
like
think-
me hated on someone else.
I think
No.
the only thing that I can remember is an elementary school. So I remember there was like this girl that she didn't really like me. I don't know why. Eventually it just kind of faded out. But there was this one time that you know when you like play the like Ring Around the Rosie and then
Yeah.
like you hold hands and like you run around or whatever without the singing part.
She let go.
Her intention was for me to like fall down, but she ended up falling down. And I was just standing over her. I was just there confused as fuck. I was like, and I kind of just walked away. I had no idea how to handle that situation. I was like,
Was
"Did you
everyone
just fall
laughing
on
at
the
her?
ground?" No, it was just us two. It was like in a very like it was in the library and nobody was there. It was after school hours. So
And
luckily
since
nobody
then, that's
saw
your
this.
arch nemesis.
My arch nemesis.
You will rule this day, Natalie.
Oh my god! But Jason says it's jealousy. Honestly,
Could
Yeah.
be, yeah.
it could be. There's a lot of reasons, honestly, but I feel like just hater energy is so toxic, like to a certain degree. Because deep down inside, we're all a little bit of a hater. You know, we're all a little bit of jealous. But what's the fucking point? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I hate, but I hate quietly. Like, I don't publicly hate. Like, there's a lot of movies that I don't like, but I'm not a critic, so.
Like that new Madam Web movie that came out.
Oh my God, you know.
People are
Everyone
hating
hates
on
that
that movie.
fucking
But you know
movie.
what? That's kind of understandable. I haven't seen it, but there are people saying he did not waste the money on it. So I know we're going to go off track, but people are saying that Sony purposely did bad on that movie just to like
just to post a
discredit,
movie.
just to discredit like Disney Marvel. And it's like, first of all, I don't think Sony could ever discredit Disney Marvel. Like that movie's a standalone movie. It's not it's not contributing to the Marvel universe in any way.
I mean, it kind of is in a way. It is part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I think, like, lately, like, Marvel, you know, or Disney buying out Marvel, I think the quality's definitely gone down a bit.
Yeah.
You know, besides their budget, because, I don't know, they're, like, abiding by Disney's rules, and they're just, like,
yeah.
pumping out a bunch of content for Marvel, and it's, like, I feel overwhelmed by it. Like, all the shows, I try to catch up on it, but it was, like, it was too much.
Like all the Disney Marvel shows.
Yeah.
Yo, I remember during the pandemic last year, I chronologically watched all the Marvel movies in order.
You see, that's fun to do because that was old Marvel,
Yeah.
you know, but like now new Marvel, like all these
I caught up
shows
with
and
the
shit.
shows. It was cool. I think the concept of like 6 or 8 episodes to basically introduce like this character like Miss Marvel. Oh my god. I actually really like that show.
I have not watched it.
Oh my god, it's so nice. I think the show is so great. Like the details and the cinema how do you pronounce that word?
Cinematography.
That's her whole like heritage and background and her whole story. I can tell you, as I've watched the Marvels, the movie first, and then I went to watch Miss Marvel. As soon as I finished watching Miss Marvel, I went back to watch that movie twice. That's how much I loved it. That's how much it was great.
You know, it was a pretty unnecessary scene, and this is from Avengers Endgame, is when they had like that whole woman moment where all like the powerful superhero women
In Infinity War?
in
which one?
Endgame.
In Endgame.
Yeah,
Oh,
where they all just started walking together. Like
that was
I
a
was
really
like,
badass scene.
I was like, yeah, it's badass, but it's like,
yes.
did it really have to be like that?
Why are you such a hater?
I'm not hating. I'm just like the way they went about it. They were just like forcefully like, all right, we need a whole scene where all the women are in the same shot.
Right, but if all the men were in the same shot, nobody would bat an eye. The people would just think it's normal.
What do you mean? Civil War, everyone was in the shot and there was men and women.
No, I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking,
Oh, okay.
if it was just a man shot.
Well, yeah, of course.
I think it was badass. I liked it. I was like, yeah.
It was badass, I won't lie. I was just like, they could have done it a little bit more subtle.
Porky Pig said, "Tell me why some dude was showing me his canker sores in this restaurant bathroom. Why the fuck are people so friendly?"
What?
That was off topic, right? I don't remember.
Yeah,
about that.
That was a little random.
You know what, Porky Pig? I get you. People are way too friendly. Sometimes my social battery is way too low, and I'm just like, why are you talking to me so nice? Sometimes I get suspicious when people are so nice to me, like strangers. Like
It's like, yeah, what are you trying to get?
Why are you being so nice to me? Like, what do you see? I'm not giving you anything special to show you that I'm a great friend. So, like, why are you so...
Yeah. Like, why are you committed?
I get really suspicious. But anyways, let's move on to our next topic. Let's go into a Reddit story. I have 3. They're kind of short, but they were pretty interesting. And I wanted to get Jason's... Jason.
Wow.
His perspective in it.
Wow. Well, he called me handsome, so... Jason
Okay.
is very handsome, by the way.
Anyways, so, okay, this Reddit story. It says, "Am I the asshole for getting my nipples pierced?" Sorry,
Man
I
or
forgot I'm
woman?
not talking to Jason. Jason
Man or
would
woman?
interrupt me and be like, "Oh." Rah, 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 rah." Okay. I, 23 female, have been planning on getting my boobies pierced all week, and my 25 male fiance has been on board with it the whole week, and even agreed to split the bill with me. Well, last night, me and my fiance and 2 other friends head to the piercing place to get them done, and the whole day my fiance was excited for me, and I couldn't wait to see them. When we get there, we go in and expect to see the woman piercer, and guess what? She wasn't there, and the male piercer was there though. And since we drove almost 2 hours to get there, I decided it would be fine to go ahead and get them done. I go back with him. He was super professional about everything. It took maybe about 15 minutes and we were out. Well, I noticed right away my fiance was acting completely different. He was quiet and distant the entire way home. Then all day the next day, I kept asking what was wrong, and he finally told me he was mad about the guy piercing my nipples. I tried telling him that it was just his job, and I'm sure he's seen way worse, but my fiance isn't budging. My fiance is mad at me because a complete stranger seen my boobs for maybe 15 minutes. Me and my fiance have been together for 6 years. He's been known to be jealous, but this is a new level of jealousy. So, am I the asshole? Should we have just turned around and tried another night? Girl, no. You are not the... Why is that even a question? He's the asshole. You want to know something? I have my nipples pierced, and my piercer was a guy. He was super professional. Like, he was talking about his wife. He was also a tattoo artist. So he did tattoos, but on the side, he would also pierce, like, anything that anybody wanted.
Right.
And so I just think that, like, if you feel the vibe of, like, the piercer. So if you know that he's kind of sketch and, the vibe isn't right, she would have turned around. Any woman in their right mind would.
That's what I was about to ask you. I was going to ask you, like, how do you think that vibe was that made him so insecure? Like, do you think it was the way he was talking to her while he was doing it? Or the way he was looking at her? Maybe, like, he saw something she didn't. You know what I mean? Like, maybe there's something that the piercer did that made him uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
But he just didn't say anything in the moment.
Right. So Kylie Star, I hope I pronounced it right, says... Kylie Star, sorry. Of course he got insecure. Of course he did, because... Like, it's just... Sorry. Sometimes I just lose brain cells.
I think he was definitely insecure, for sure.
Look, there's nothing wrong with feeling a little insecure if your partner is going to expose their breasts to another man. I get it. It would make you feel some type of way.
Well, what if it was like a doctor checking for breast cancer? It's the same thing.
People with some insecurities would beg to differ. It's really hard to try to put yourself in those shoes if you're not that overly insecure. You try to sympathize, but unfortunately it's just in that situation. It's like, what can you do? It's not like she was purposely booking an appointment with the male piercer.
Exactly.
It just happened. And it's like 2 hours. It's like, bro.
Exactly. You guys drove 2 hours to get there. You had an appointment set, intentionally set it with a woman. She wasn't there. So you had to, just fucking eat it. You know, at that point, there is no reason for this guy to be overly jealous.
He was there with her.
I think he's just weak.
So if your girlfriend approaches like, "Hey, I want to get my nipples pierced," and you're like, "Period, babe, I'll
Hell
go with
yeah.
you,"
Fuck
and you
yeah.
go with her, and it's a male piercer.
I mean, I would not mind, to be honest. Like, yeah, it would bug me a bit. It's like, damn, it really had to be a dude. But I mean, at the end of the day, like, we're just doing there for strictly business.
Right.
You know, nothing sexual or anything like that. You
So-
know, now if he starts like
Yeah, I was about to ask you that.
massaging, like, I mean, like,
Throw hands.
my man, that's not part of your job.
Bro, oh my god, let me tell you, that shit fucking hurts.
Oh yeah, I imagine. We should make Jason get his nipples pierced.
I don't think he has big enough nipples to get it pierced.
Are you sure?
Do you think?
Have you seen Jason's nipples?
No. I mean, well, no, not that I pay attention. You have those, so what do you think?
I mean, I haven't seen his nipples, but
I actually took a picture of when he got his tattoo, like right here, like through his rib cage.
you're right. Yeah, he was shirtless in that picture. So we do have pictures of Jason's nipples if you guys are interested in seeing it.
Oh my god, I hope I have it because I fucked around with my phone and I ended up I had 7,000 pictures in my camera roll and it went down to 2,000. I don't know what I did, but I hope I get those pictures back.
Jason said that's the kind of guy to be jealous of his newborn breastfeeding.
Bro, honestly.
Yeah, that guy is just weak, man. I don't know what the hell he's going through that is making him so upset.
Damn, I don't know where it is because some of these pictures jump from like 2023 and then it jumps to 2022 and it's like I had so many pictures in between that. Where did they go? I'll look for it later, but it's fine. Like,
Maybe
what
he
do you
feels
think?
like he doesn't deserve to be with someone like that.
You think so?
Like maybe like, oh damn, like she's really pretty and I'm just like whatever, so maybe he gets upset of that.
But that's something that I don't understand because like, okay, you're feeling insecure. You think, damn, my partner's out of my league. I don't deserve to be with them. So then why are you with them? That questions have always kind of bugged me. Like,
Well, don't you think that has to do with like that person, not the actual relationship? Because the relationship could be great, for all we know.
right. But then it's like, okay, if you manage to date your partner, you go out and you're exclusive and you have each other and you're still thinking, what did I do to deserve you? Like, I don't deserve you. Like, you should change your mindset to, I'm so glad that I deserve you. Like, I'm so glad that like you're such a great person. Because if it's literally perception and how you say things in your life, how you manifest things. If you just go around saying, oh, my partner, I don't deserve them. They're out of my league. First of all, like physically, like looks wise, it's okay. Some partners are going to both be equally attractive or one might be more attractive than the other, but it's literally all about confidence. Like, why do you think you see so many women with guys who are kind of average looking and they're like, damn, how did she bag him? Like, she's so out of his league. And it's like girls, like women love a confident man. Like if he's so confident, that makes him sexy.
Yeah.
And he makes her laugh. And a bunch of men just won't understand that. They'll just be like, damn, like he's probably got a big dick.
Yeah, that is very true. I mean, who knows what the hell's going on through this with this guy's head?
It's annoying. Where's the other story? I'm going to go on to the second one, which I do want to get your input on about because this is a very difference between a man and a woman. So the topic is my girlfriend is upset after I gave her a non-romantic Valentine's Day. For full context, we've been going through a rough patch lately, and truthfully, I've been at fault for the most part. I work long hours on my job, 60 to 70 hours a week, so I haven't been present, and I could be more present in the relationship. I've raised my voice when stressed during a fight with her, and which I know is unacceptable. During a fight in January, she told me I had to make it up to her during Valentine's Day. So for Valentine's Day, I gave her the usual flowers and a card. I also booked us an overnight stay at a nice hotel in a neighboring city, booked us tickets for a light show at a planetarium, plus some ice skating and then a nice dinner, plus champagne for our room. However, she has been crying since that day because our day was fun but not romantic. she had sent me TikToks in the past of guys giving their girlfriends lots of balloons and rose petals and stuff. And she said honestly she would have preferred an indoor picnic. I thought our day was romantic, but am I viewing this through a masculine lens? I've been struggling to find a way to make it up.
Question, actually, do you really think that Valentine's Day is really that important?
No.
Because I think like that should be like every fucking day, like showing appreciation for your partner.
I agree. Once you get into like a committed relationship, Valentine's Day it's in reality, when you think about it, it's just a marketing scheme.
Yeah. I think so.
There's
It's just a corporate holiday.
It's just a corporate holiday. Now it is nice, you get them flowers and chocolate, but like if I don't get anything too special for Valentine's Day, I wouldn't be upset because my man shows his appreciation like almost every day. Like we schedule nice like vacations, outings, dates on holidays that aren't so important, So to me, it's just like Valentine's Day is just a marketing scheme. It's just a holiday.
It's just any other day.
It's any other day. Now we still obviously went, bought flowers.
Just for the holiday.
But specifically, it was a box in the shape of a bunny, in the shape of a bad bunny, if you know what I mean. And it was pink flowers with a cup. I'm not letting you in. Jason is outside the door, and I'm not letting him in because I'm mad at him for not resting. Anyways, it was nice pretty pink flowers with a Bad Bunny cup. I was like, I love it. And it was so cute. I'm not letting you in.
I can't even talk.
Guys, I wish you guys heard that.
I wish you guys heard that. That was so funny.
That was actually hilarious.
I can't. You shut up. I'm just here to watch.
Wow, that sounds rough.
Oh my god. Yo, you guys.
Brief intermission.
Yeah, bring it in, bring it in.
I don't understand you, bro. I understood that. I understood that. That's for sure.
I'm glad you're okay. You just gave me a thumbs up. Whatever. He's here. He's all raspy. If you hear him, he's literally talking. He's literally talking like this. He doesn't have a voice.
Sounds like a smoker.
I don't sound like that.
Wait, you gotta press your throat whenever you talk.
Oh my god. You literally sound like you're 80 years old. You literally sound like you're 80 years old and you've been smoking your entire life.
All right.
Mind you, he vapes. Whatever. Have you ever smoked cigarettes? I forgot I asked you this before.
Yeah, he has.
Like in your younger
Yes,
life?
he
Yes.
has.
Oh, okay. I must be tripping. What?
I don't understand.
I don't understand what you're saying.
I'm not that old.
I know you're not that old.
You said younger life.
Yo, like in your 20s, I mean. You're right. I'm sorry.
Anyways.
Anywho.
Remind me again what they
was
did. What was it they did for Valentine's Day? What did he do for her?
Oh, right. Okay, sorry. It was a red story.
Because didn't you say that he did something, but like it just wasn't as
So
romantic?
he ended up giving her flowers and a card, like usual, and then he booked a hotel like in the neighboring city. They went to a light show at the planetarium. They went ice skating, had a nice dinner and
What?
champagne in their room.
I
And
think
she
that is so
considered-
nice.
She
What the
considered
fuck?
that fun and not romantic. And it's like, it's annoying. I consider it annoying because it's like, yes, people deserve to be loved in a love language, this and that. But if there's no communication and then your partner does something and you see their efforts,
You should still be appreciative of it.
be appreciative of it. Because it's like,
Yeah, I think that's just being selfish. In a way, like you wanted something different, but like you didn't voice what you wanted. And and then he showed you, like how to have a good time. You just like
yo, Kylie Star literally took the words out of my brain that I couldn't. Bro, she says, it seems to me she had a high standard set for him and he didn't even know about it. Oh, yes. Because that happens way too often with a lot of women. That, I think she just cracked the code.
That she had a higher standard for him.
and he didn't even know about it. No, I'm so dead serious. This happens with a lot of women that they see men and they're like, oh man, they create this fantasy about him. They create, this image of him in their head and that he's so perfect and this and that. And when the time comes, he might do a good job, try to show her, be a little romantic, but in her eyes, he's not doing what he's supposed to in her head. And he doesn't even know about it. And that's where the miscommunication is. And that's what's the annoying part, because it's like, how do you expect your partner to want to fulfill your needs if you don't speak up about it?
So how would you tell your partner about that? Like, would you do like hints like, oh, baby, we should go here, stuff like that?
Okay, so I feel like hints only work if you know that your partner knows you 100%. So like, sorry, because she said he did the most for her and she didn't appreciate it. Yeah, period. She didn't. If it was like in my case, if my partner asked me, oh, what do you want for Valentine's Day? Like, what do you want to do? I should have said, oh, man, honestly, like at this specific week, like we want to plan like vacations and other stuff. And I don't want to spend so much money on something. I want to relocate that towards something else.
Right.
Because sometimes in your point in life, you may not like afford to go on a nice getaway for Valentine's Day because you plan on doing that same getaway like a month or two later. It really depends on the situation. But I was like, dude, honestly, I would be so happy just smoking a little, having a nice dinner, and just staying in bed. Because if there's one thing that's also annoying is that restaurants are so packed
on Valentine's
Day. Like I think we went out to dinner once. I think it was last year, if I'm not mistaken, or like on a specific holiday where people usually go out. It's like going to Wynwood on Halloween.
Yeah, you would have to set that reservation in like before.
Yeah. No, it's a no for me. I think because my partner knows me, I can give hints like, oh, it would be nice if you like can go away, I don't really mind where. I mean, he knows my likes, my dislikes. So if he surprises me with, oh, we're going here, and I'm like, whoa, I love that. But if you're recently dating your partner, you can't really give hints. You have to really communicate with them. Be like, hey, like Valentine's is coming up. This is our first Valentine's Day together. What is it that you want to do? What do you like? And then share. I really love surprises. So even though we're planning this trip, I do want you to surprise me with something. Right.
Like these are like a list of things that I would like on Valentine's Day.
Right. Because you can't expect so much from your partner if you recently just started going out. Now, but if you have been going out for a long time and you think your partner knows you, then yeah, you can afford to give hints. I feel like that's pretty good.
Yeah, I wouldn't like to go out on Valentine's Day. Like, don't get me wrong. I would like to spend a nice romantic time with my partner, just not go out like in public. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Like at a restaurant or something like that. I feel like that's so cliche.
Has one of your like past girlfriends like wanted that or?
I've never really gone out on Valentine's Day.
No.
I've done things on Valentine's Day, but I've never really gone out. But I mean, I do have romantic dinners. I've had nice romantic dinners before.
No, oh yeah, it's just not on Valentine's Day.
No, not on Valentine's Day. I mean, I don't really believe in Valentine's Day, to be honest.
A lot of guys really don't. A lot of women won't like that answer. They're like, "Oh my god, I can't believe it," and this and that. And I think it really just the underlying issue on that is just I feel like some women haven't had their feet swept by like their partner. Because I get it, if you're recently trying to get to know someone and date them, you don't want to like love bomb them or go so above and beyond. Like if I'm recently talking to someone and he tells me that this is his love language and maybe he likes knickknacks and it reminded him of a certain family member or whatnot, and I see it and I'm like, damn, if I get him this, I know for a fact that it's gonna hit his heart. But we've been dating each other for like 2 weeks. That's gonna seem kind of weird.
Yeah.
Some people would do it. They're like, love at first sight, and he'll fall in love with me because of it. It's honestly to each their own, but don't get so overworked up or upset when you're talking to someone or you're dating someone and she really loves Valentine's Day.
Yeah, no, of course. I mean, I would definitely celebrate Valentine's Day if, if I had someone,
Yeah. But honestly, celebrate Valentine's Day like on a random day.
Yeah, exactly. Like
in the middle of August. And
yeah,
be
like just be
you know,
spontaneous with
Yeah.
it. I feel like that would be like the best way to do it.
ever been spontaneous?
Absolutely.
What was the most spontaneous thing you've ever done?
I mean,
I think
just
that
plan like a nice romantic dinner and like a nice
Like-
day.
relationship wise.
Yeah. Nothing too spontaneous, but
Sexual, non-sexual.
both, yeah.
The people want to know the details, Louis. Don't worry. One day I will get it out for you guys. Don't worry. But today we'll go on to the next topic. A little side note: do you shower in the front or do you shower in the back? Like, does the water hit? I'm not finished explaining it, Jason. Okay, the water is hitting you. Do you shower like with the water hitting you in the front, or do you shower with the water hitting you on your backside? Both ways. Jason says both
I
ways.
use both, yeah, because I'd also wash my face in the shower. But I'm mostly a back person. Like it'll be like hitting my back, and then when I'm washing my face, yeah, I'll turn around, and I'm like, push my hair back.
I shower with the water hitting my back as well. And when I saw a video on the internet, people freaking out at the fact that people do that, they're like, there's only one right way to shower. It's, shower with the water hitting your front. And I'm like, okay, first of all,
People are too oddly specific about this.
and it's like, okay, as a girl, I have to when it takes longer for me to wash my hair. So the water's hitting my back, I wash my head, and then I rinse it out. And then I don't want, if I'm washing the front of my body, I'm not gonna have the soap just run off. That's why I'm facing the back.
Yeah.
I can't believe some people are so worked up about it. I literally saw a video in all the comment section. It was like one pit against the other. I'm like, bro, it's not that deep. It's just the way that you shower.
I rotate myself like a turkey in an oven.
LOL.
Like I'm in a microwave.
Okay, so the last Reddit story is my husband got insanely mad when he found my sex toy.
We're just talking about insecure men today, huh?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. So this is genuinely so embarrassing, so it's a throwaway, obviously. A few days ago, I went out to the grocery store to grab something for dinner for my husband, and when I got home, he was very standoffish. I didn't know why, but when I asked, he said nothing. I made us dinner, we ate, and he barely talked. Eventually, I got tired of his short answers, and I opened my Kindle to read while I ate. He started to huff and puff, and I figured maybe it was something about work. I carried on like normal because he clearly didn't want to talk about it. When we went to bed, I grabbed my Kindle again, and this is when my husband snatched my Kindle out of my hand and he threw it across the room. I was like, what the actual fuck? This is when he revealed that he found my sex toy. It's not that big of a deal, or so I thought, and I surely wasn't hiding it from him. And that's what I said. He started to yell at me and accuse me of being unsatisfied with him, untrue, 2, cheating on him, very untrue, and 3, wanting to cheat on him again, no. And then finally 4, thinking of withholding sex from him. I don't even get that one. I tried to explain that literally none of this is true and I wasn't trying to hide it from him. I literally haven't used it since I got it, actually. I was just curious because I'd never used one. He didn't want to hear me. He's been very mad at me. This can't be a normal interaction. Why did my husband react this way? How would you feel if your partner did this?
I think Jason mouthed saying that it was bigger than his.
There we go.
Yeah, hopefully everybody can still hear you.
Hopefully.
Oh, we did go out for a second.
Sorry, you
I
guys.
think we're good. We're good.
Apologies. Lewis's little rumble caused the
Oopsies.
camera to big oopsies.
Sorry,
Big
guys.
apologize.
Yeah, I don't know how I would feel about that. I don't think I would ever be, angry at it. I'd just be like, what's this thing?
So Lewis and I briefly had talked about this before the podcast, and I asked him, I'm like, what kind of sex toys do you guys have? Like, the obvious ones are just, like actual dolls and then fleshlights. but women have a wider selection of sex toys. But this could be dildos, or these could be like the little flowers, vibrators and whatnot. The rose.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, it was like a big thing on the internet. And so my thing is, why are men so worked up about women having a sex toy? Like, are they more worked up about it if they have a dildo or like a vibrator? Like, what's up with that?
Yeah, I don't really see the big issue with that, to be honest.
Jason wants to cook so bad. He's like,
I don't really see the issue with that. Like, I mean, if you're using it while I'm with you, all right, I mean, come on now. I'm here for a reason. Like,
have you ever had a past girl like have one? Or not that you knew of?
Yes, in high school, yeah, but like it was in high school, so obviously I wouldn't be able to go see her every day. So I would get it. I mean, that's not that big of a deal to me. But I mean, if we were living together, that would be kind of different. I wouldn't really want you.
You lived with your girl and she used.
I wouldn't want you to be using a toy.
Would you use it on her?
Probably not. I don't need to.
Like,
what is the point in using a sex toy if I'm, if I'm there present?
What about you, Jason? You could just nod.
Hell yeah! What you talking about? Squirt, squirt, my nigga.
What?
I really hope you guys heard that.
Butt plugs, all that. Let's go.
So if you're getting, down and freaky with a girl and she wants you to use like a vibrator or a toy or a dildo,
go.
yeah, you're all about it. Wow, Jason freaky.
I had a cock ring with a vibrator on it when I was younger.
How was that? It was
Electrifying.
Electrifying.
She loved it.
Dude, no
She
way.
loved it.
Wow.
I just think it depends on how you connect with that person.
Right.
Because when you're intimate, you want to feel connected to that person. You don't want them to just rely on the toy. You want them to feel you. So
Right,
a lot
right.
of men's insecurity comes up because they'll see her act a certain way that he wasn't able to do to her naturally. And that could fuck with a guy's head heavy.
Yo,
You gotta be confident in your
Carly's
your
friend is
truth.
Electra. So
Electra.
in case you guys didn't hear what Jason said, it's so you and your partner feel more connected. Like the fact that a guy is insecure and just feels some type of way about his lady having a sex toy. It just shows that what if this performs better than I do? And that's another thing, because there are a lot of men, not all of them, but some who don't perform so well in terms of giving their lady partner an orgasm. And that is so sad.
Couldn't be
Honestly. Not me. I feel so bad for those women. Has a woman ever admitted to you that she faked an orgasm, or do you ever feel like she could have? Like, damn, I feel like in this instance maybe she could have.
I feel like, yeah, maybe back when I was in high school, but recently, no. Definitely not. Now, in high school, funny enough, my boy George is in the chat and, he knows this story. On my 18th birthday, they did get me a pocket pussy for my birthday while I was at school too, which was weird.
Bro.
I did a bunch of weird shit with it, but I'm not going to say that on.
Damn.
But I will admit, I did use it once, but it just felt so unnatural and weird, and
Really?
I felt disgusting using it, that I was like,
Wow.
yeah, I don't want to use this anymore. So I threw it away immediately after.
Interesting.
Yeah,
There's
I just
nothing wrong
didn't.
with experimenting and trying it out.
Yeah, I was trying it out. I was young, but I was like, this is not compared to the real thing, and I just feel weird doing it.
For real, like not even close.
I mean, no, it's not nowhere near the real thing. I mean, it feels good, don't get me wrong, but it's just like, me personally, I did not like doing it. Like the image of me using a toy for that, I was just like, yeah, I don't like that.
Was it? I mean, I guess that's so weird.
Like, I just prefer having an actual person,
not a doll.
not a blow up doll.
Wait, I have a question. I don't know if you guys know. Do dolls have like flashlights in them?
That is a great question. that I
Jason says
don't know
yes.
The answer to. I mean, it
Because-
depends which doll. If it's just a blow up doll, I don't think so.
Oh no, yeah, but there are all dolls that you can get that you can actually.
I think that's the doll that I was telling you about. That it was just like the tits, the ass, and the pussy is just like a fucking
Right.
like a rubberized doll.
Interesting. Okay, so then how do you guys feel about like, okay, women have sex toys and let's say they're in relationships. What if there is a relationship where the guy has a blow up doll? Like he's with his girlfriend, but he
That's
owns
weird.
a blow up doll.
That's weird.
Have you ever heard of that? Like, do you know any? For real?
That's weird. I mean, I don't know anybody that has it, but that shit is weird as fuck.
Why do you think that is?
They have weird fetishes.
They're a serial killer.
They're serial killers. Yeah, I agree with Jason.
Porky Pigs, he's like, I know you would have preferred me over the toy. LOL, Lewis.
You're damn right, baby.
It's so fucking crazy. Let me see. Okay,
Oh,
so
shit.
steering into the last topic. Is cheating considered easy or difficult? And this relies on the video that you sent me, Jason, on Instagram. So I was telling Lewis briefly before the podcast started about this video, and this guy's recording his girlfriend, and he's asking her, like, why did you cheat on me? And this bitch literally straight up thought she was sane enough to use this dumbass excuse saying, oh, babe, you don't understand. You don't know how women are. First off, I was ovulating, okay? And you don't know anything about ovulation, okay? I was, my hormones were all up crazy. It's like, you don't understand, this is chemical imbalance in me. Like, I have to reproduce. Like, I was at the club, I was taking a few drinks. You know, I saw this guy, and
What a
we hit
great
it off.
excuse.
I had to reproduce. You just don't understand. He's like, bro, you cheated on me. You know what? Actually, as a matter of fact, I cheated on you too. And she had the audacity to say, what? I can't believe you cheated on me. Oh my God, you're so fucked up, this and that.
Yeah, babe,
I'm
I didn't feel like jerking off.
I was
And you
like,
weren't around.
I was losing
That's the same
brain
logic.
cells. Absolute. I was like, I can't believe this. I can't believe I'm hearing this right now. This has to be a skit. This has to be fake. There's no way she thought what she was saying was a valid excuse. And so that made me think, wow, do people really just like, is cheating really that easy for some people?
I think there's two parts to that answer. Based off of like the stories that I've heard from like past friends that I've had, I think cheating has two parts. It's easy at first because you're like, oh, okay, I can get away with this, you know, like it's just a one-time thing. It doesn't really matter. And then afterwards, when their partner eventually does find out, because let's be honest, they will find out regardless of who they are, then they start to feel shitty, and then they start to feel remorse and regret over doing it because they hurt this person that cares about them so much, and then they end up losing that person. So cheating is easy to do, but it is definitely hard to get over.
Wow. That's crazy.
I'm saying it's just sex. It's not just sex.
I mean, do you think for men it's just sex?
No.
No,
Because
definitely not.
Jason says that it's like just sex. People say it is, but I say, I mean, I feel like to some men it's easier. I feel like men cheat just for the physical pleasure, like it's not really an emotional tie. But they say women cheat for like the emotional tie because let's say their man isn't,
Or status.
Men cheat because they get horny. Women cheat because they seek validation that they weren't getting at home.
So men cheat because they're horny, and women cheat for validation. Yeah, that's roughly what I meant to say. Honestly, it's crazy because there have been relationships where the woman sees that their man cheated and they go ahead and do the same thing, but like the intention of the person is different for the two. Because the guy's cheating just like, oh man, an opportunity or like presented itself. This is so easy. Oh, this girl's so hot. And she wants to do me, I'm all for it. And for the women, it's just like, oh my God, he's not paying attention to me. You know, I've tried so hard to keep this relationship afloat. What do you think? Jason?
I agree with Jason, actually, that
I
women
think-
do it for validation.
I think it's looked upon as women who cheat as worse because a man who loves his woman sees her at a higher level than any other girl. And for her to give that up to somebody who ain't shit hurts his ego.
Right.
In that sense, I know y'all laughing at my voice. Y'all could kiss my ass. But
Oh my
I
God,
say
guys, I
that to
really
say
wish you could
this.
hear him.
When you cheat on somebody, you're not just cheating like physically, you're cheating them on a mental scale too. Because now comes in, I wasn't good enough for you. Yeah, I'm not all that you wanted. You know,
Rest easy.
shit hurts.
Rest easy. I know he wants to cook. You know, sometimes I just look for a nod or a yeah from
A
Jason,
nod?
and then he goes on his rant, and I'm like, Jason, I don't think anybody can hear you, but
I'm pretty sure they can. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure because if I try to paraphrase everything he's saying, I need more fish oil in my life. I don't think I can repeat everything he's saying verbatim because I'm just like, wait, what was that last thing you just said? Yeah, Jason was cooking just now.
Well, you're a woman, so how do you feel about the woman's response to her ovulating and being an excuse
Oh, that
to
was
fucking
fucking
cheat?
ridiculous.
I think that is so fucking retarded.
Oh, Kaiser says I can hear him. Oh, period, you guys can hear him. That's great news. That's great news. I'm so glad because it's so funny. Anyways, that was a ridiculous ass fucking excuse. I'm like, this is fake. This is a skit. People are great actors on the internet. This can't be real. Because the look on her face, I'm
I
like,
gotta see this video.
She's crazy. You know what? I'm gonna show you right now.
I gotta see that video because I'm like, there's no fucking possible way that was actually a real
Yes, way.
fucking video that
Yeah.
was caught live.
See, wait, see.
I was ovulating.
Hold it
You
close.
don't know women. You
Ew.
haven't grown up with women. My body.
No, like, put the volume up.
Created. I have this chemical thing in me where I have to reproduce. My body. I was just listening to my body. You know, I was at the club. There was a
Listening
man
to your
there,
body?
cute. Couple drinks in, I was like, my body was like, reproduce.
What are you talking? So you're blaming science for you cheating?
Yes, I have no control.
Okay. Yeah, you didn't have to go home with him.
That is ridiculous.
What it's like being a woman. Like my body is chemically built so that I have to reproduce, and I was just listening to my body while I was ovulating. My body was screaming.
all right, well-
my eggs were like, let me intertwine with his.
Yo, I'm sorry, but I wouldn't even bother giving her like
You don't need to.
more of an explanation. I'd probably just be like,
You don't need to.
you know what? I understand. You could go ahead and go out.
The same way. You're an ass.
I didn't cheat on you. I just wanted to see how you like it. It fucking sucks.
Men suck. You guys are
This guy sounds like a loser, bro.
I was ovulating. You don't know women.
Oh my god.
I'm like, this is fake. This is a skit. People are great actors.
Oh,
You see
I
how
was like,
you see how ridiculous that sounds?
I would be like, actually, you know what? I do understand. Here are your things.
Dude, literally,
Leave.
Kylie
I would
says,
not give her any more time to explain anything.
Right. Kylie Star says she really thought she was in the right, but the moment she heard he cheated, she turned into the victim. Yeah.
That's how you know she's guilty.
And she said, oh, it's sad because it's probably real. I've met people that are like that. I can't fathom that.
That's ridiculous. I mean, those people are just so delusional. Like, in what world would like make you believe that shit? That science, these chemicals going on in your brain have make you want to reproduce at a club when you have a man at home.
One of my
Waiting
exes
for you.
said I forced her to basically cheat on me.
Wait, what happened?
One of my exes says it was my fault she cheated on me
Oh, in what way?
because I wasn't giving her the attention she needed, and she basically felt that I didn't want her, so she felt like to go with somebody who did want her, and her life would have been fine if I would have just basically loved her better.
Jason's face right now is just. I wish y'all can see this.
I'm not laughing. I'm laughing because I can't believe it.
It's my fault. So I fucking was being a dick. I was like, yeah, you know, it's my fault. I take full responsibility. It's my fault that he decided to let this nigga fuck you without a rubber. It's my fault that he got you pregnant.
Oh,
It's my fault that you decided to let a man have you.
no way.
Do we know who this person is?
Yes, you do. So it comes down to this.
I think I know who it is.
If they could have her, she was never yours. The only way your girl can be taken from you is if she allows somebody to take you away from her.
Yo,
So the same thing with men.
honestly,
The way your man will fucking cheat on you is because he wanted to.
rest easy. Rest easy. he
Rusties.
won't keep going.
You
on
know,
this
whenever
rant.
you say that, I hear Rusties.
Rusties. I'm saying rest easy.
You know what Rusties is?
No.
It's like that product in cars
Hey.
that Lightning McQueen uses for older cars to
Oh.
be newer again. So whenever you say that, I think you're roasting Jason for calling him old.
That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying, Jason. I swear. I swear that's what I'm saying. Okay, so Carly Star says, then
Rusties,
why
Jay,
not leave
Rusties.
him? Why stay with someone that's not giving you enough? That is the question of the century.
Would you cheat on your man to protect him?
What? What? That doesn't even make
Would
any
I
sense.
cheat on my man to protect him? In what
What-
instance
like, what
would
scenario
I need
would
to
be-
cheat to protect my man?
So, in street life,
In the street
no,
life.
real shit. In street life, sometimes a nigga will fuck up and he owes a debt. And it was in Griselda.
Oh,
Griselda paid a debt for her husband, owing money by sleeping with her husband's brother.
okay. First of all, that's a different situation.
Would you see that as it's cheating, but say that your man didn't know you were gonna do that because his brother asked that of you, but you know if you don't, your man's gonna be in harm's way.
I mean, I think
so
at
you sleep with his brother or whoever in order to keep him safe.
that
Is that
point.
still cheating?
Okay, so just in
It's a fucked up
case
situation.
you didn't hear Jason. Oh, that's so long to paraphrase.
I mean, basically what Jason said was like in the streets, if someone's, let's say someone's man owes a debt, you know, sometimes the woman has to
Pay that
pay
debt
that debt,
through
right?
sexual
To
advances.
protect him from like
Like in
being
the show
harmed or
Griselda.
something like that.
Yeah, I mean, okay, that is a different situation because at that point it's kind of
Yeah,
teetering
that's not
into
really
like
cheating. That's just like rape.
sexual
But
assault.
he
Yeah.
doesn't know about it. Meaning,
No, but
like,
still, it's
Well,
still
yeah,
kind of
that's-
considered
that's-
sexual assault because like she has to do it
Exactly.
in order to spare his life. Because if you're talking about the streets, this is do or die.
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
Like-
to protect him, she has to just go through this, you know, and would she rather go through that or,
okay.
you know, go through her life without her
But is
significant other?
Isn't that the same thing of a man putting his life on the line to protect his lady, sacrificing everything, even if it's his own life to protect the one he loves? Isn't she doing the same thing?
Right,
She's
but
sacrificing her mental and her well-being to protect the man she loves.
Right. I understand.
That's why I don't think it's cheating.
but but we're not talking. We're talking. This isn't about like, oh, I had to because of I have to reproduce and my chemicals in my brain. No, that's a bullshit ass excuse.
That'd be just stupid.
When we're talking about the streets, that's a different thing.
Yeah, if it's like life or death, like, of course, yeah, I don't think that's wrong. I'd be like, baby, you did that?
Claps her up.
There's a movie
You a G, you a
called,
homie.
Why Do Fools Fall in Love? And her man was like a druggie, and to keep the bills paid and the light on and to give him housing, she was prostituting herself,
That's crazy,
and that's based on a true story.
bro.
Wow.
I think my question is: have you ever stayed with someone that didn't give you enough, below the bare minimum?
No,
Never.
8 years.
because I broke up with my ex in high school because of that reason.
She wasn't giving you enough.
Yeah, not only that, but like I didn't see myself being with her. To be honest, like that was not the type of person I wanted to be with.
I mean, that's good because a lot of people, unfortunately, they stay with people that don't give them enough
Yeah.
because at one point they did, and they want to give their partner the benefit of the doubt that one day they'll do it again because you love the person, you want to give them second chances, and unfortunately, a week turns into a month, and a month turns into a year, and next thing you know, you are in a committed relationship with a person for years, hoping that one day they might change because they're giving you crumbs. They're like, oh, these are my short progress that I'm doing. That's the sad reality of it.
Real love has
Yeah.
nothing to do with sex. I think most men find themselves in that situation because they love so much that sex is the bonus. And a lot of men have their love language as touch and sex. But because they love their woman so much and they know that's not them, they deal with it. But at the end, they end up resenting it because when that person moves on, they see how freely they will to give it to another man when that's all you ever asked of.
I'm sorry. Are you on this podcast today?
You're right.
Oh, right.
Got him.
Because he needs to rest easy.
Rusties.
Resties.
I love you guys.
Because you are getting over a cold. You see, I told you Jason was stubborn. Even when he's, rusty, losing his voice.
Even though I do understand, because I am the same way. I don't give a fuck if I'm sick. I'm coming into work.
And you're the same way too, asshole.
Nuh-uh.
Look how offended Nate was from that.
You're not the same way.
If I'm sick, I want to stay home, eat my soup, sleep.
Nigga, you could be sick, and if your man's going through some shit, you're gonna put some tissues in your nose and be on the way to his crib.
Stop. I'll be like this. I'll be like that.
I pulled out
Why
the
did it,
movie,
babe?
babe, kiss me.
Dude, actually, that reminds me. It was Saturday. Guys. I woke up Saturday and I'm like, I don't even want to go to work. Straight up. But I had to.
You work on Saturdays?
Yeah, the banks are open Saturdays.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, for
like 9 to 2.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So it was a short shift, but I showed up to work. It was like 2 hours into my shift. And I go to the break room to eat my breakfast sandwich real quick. I made the mistake of putting like sriracha on it, and that shit was probably old. It wasn't expired, but it had been there for so long. Oh my god, guys, I kid you not. Literally an hour later, I was in the bathroom fighting for my life. I was fighting for my life. I was like, after I used the bathroom, I was like, damn, I probably feel better. No, I don't. I have to barf. And luckily the bathroom has this like nice like a seat cushion. So I was just kind of sitting on it and I was just like trying to take a nap. I was in there for like a good 15-20 minutes. I'm surprised nobody went to that bathroom knocking down like, yo, now you okay? I was literally contemplating trying to go home or stay, and I was like, I should probably thug it out. But I feel so shitty. I ended up barfing. And then after I felt so much better. Thank God.
I've had those days at work too, but I just pushed through.
And then and then I went back onto the floor and then nobody knew a thing. And I was like, they don't know. They don't know that I fought my life back there.
They don't know the battle I just went through.
So I guess, sometimes I'll thug it out.
That's what I'm saying. So there's nothing wrong with Jason going to work.
I read all the comments.
Now, if he was in an accident,
No, I already read that one.
But I want to ask you,
What?
why do you think that's so common?
I mean, okay, so Jason
As
is
a woman, from a woman's perspective, because there's a lot of women in relationships, and you've been in that relationship where you give more than you receive.
so
Why do y'all put yourselves in that situation?
Jason is asking me about the comment that Kylie Star made about why stay with someone that's not giving you enough. And he was asking me about it, like from a woman's perspective. And honestly, in my point in life, I stayed with someone that didn't give me what I felt like was enough. But I don't want to like point fingers because I kind of did the same thing. It was just like a very coming of age, it was like young love. Like we're still trying to figure each other out. So it was different. We weren't fully grown adults yet. We were still trying to figure shit out. And a lot of it had to do with my own insecurities, what I thought I deemed what I was worthy of. Because at that point in life, when you're so young, you're still figuring out what kind of standards to set for yourself. Like, what is the bare minimum? So I didn't know what any of that was, especially if this is like, coming from a young age, if this is like considered your real first relationship, you don't really have anything to back it on. So it's different when you're in an adult relationship. Like, yeah, you're past your mid-20s, you've dated a bit, had some partners, like, yourself, what you can and can't handle. And if you're in an adult relationship and you've had, other partners in the past, you kind of know what a healthy relationship is supposed to look like or what you're supposed to handle. If you find yourself in the middle of a relationship asking yourself, wow, like, I don't think I'm getting what I deserve. I don't think I'm being treated the way that I should be treated. And you really have to go from there, talk with your partner. If you feel like you're not getting what you deserve, then you need to leave. As hard as that decision may be, you are doing yourself a disservice in staying in a relationship that's not healthy and that's
Yeah.
not for you.
What about you?
I agree, man. I mean, there's no point in being in a relationship that you're not receiving the same energy. You know what I mean? Like if you're, loving that person unconditionally and you have to question yourself to the point where you don't even know if this person loves you or not, like
Well, you've been
that's
in
not
that
in a relationship.
situation. You've been in that situation as well. So what was the turning point for you? What happened that flipped that switch in your head to be like, yeah, you know what? I'm done.
I mean, it was just realization at that point that like, it wasn't just something I was going to sit there and take, you know what I mean? Like at that point, I'm doing the harm out against myself if I choose to stay with, a person that's not, loving me for who I am or what I do, so yeah, I mean, I think if you choose to stay with someone in a relationship like that, you're doing yourself that disservice. You're only hurting yourself.
I know you want better for your partner. You hope that they would change. And sadly, this happens in a lot of relationships where, either partner puts in the work, the relationship ends, and all that hard work they put into gets used by someone else. And it's like you look at that new person, you're like, they don't know the struggles I went through to make that person who they were. And then other cases of the actual person puts in their own effort to change and whatnot. But yeah,
If
honestly,
you love the person, it makes you happy that they were able actually to be the better version of themselves with someone else, even though you wanted it to be you. Because ultimately, when it's true love, all you want that person is to be a better version of themselves, even if it's with you or not. And that's a hard pill to swallow, but it's the truth. That's what true love is.
that was a joke, you guys. That was a joke. No, I feel you. That's a really hard pill to swallow for some people, because it's like a lot of people are really petty and just it's a tough feeling.
She didn't let me.
But
put
you're
it
right.
In her butt. She let him put it in her butt. She don't love me. Okay.
I hope everyone heard that.
I really hope everyone heard that. She didn't let you put it in the butt, but she let her new man put it in her butt. Aww.
I would be living.
First of all, I thought you don't eat the booty like groceries, so
He's not
I would
eating
kind
it,
of
he's
assume. No, but I would assume
grinding it up.
he wouldn't grind the booty in like groceries. You know what I mean? Or would you? Dun dun
It's called
dun.
being a turd burglar.
A what?
A turd burglar?
Is that what he said? Turd burglar?
I think so, yeah.
You're stealing her turds
That's what it's called.
while you. Is that a kink I'm unaware of, you guys? Turd burglar?
Eating ass.
I mean, anything that's
No, I
outside
mean-
the norm is technically a kink. Speaking of kink, do you think kinks?
Two girls,
your
one cup?
No.
Yummy.
If your partner
Chocolate-
has a
chocolate
kink,
milk?
right, and you're not okay with that kink, do you think he needs to be compensated or she needs to be compensated in order to be fulfilled? Meaning,
I think they
you
need to
don't
be
like that
compensated.
kink, but you have to find halfway reason to be okay with.
Yeah,
the
you gotta
kink.
find compromise.
Yes, that's what I mean.
Yeah, because I mean, if you're with your partner and you want to get freaky deaky and you're like, this is my kink, and they're like, turd burglar,
Turd
I'm not eating your booty
burglar.
like groceries. Find an alternative. Get out. Do you know how to make fleshlights?
Get a dildo.
Mouth flights or whatever. Like, no, that
Get a butt
turd
plug.
burglar.
Just keep in mind, if you get a butt plug, you're gonna feel it on the other side because your skin there is very thin. Okay, I'm done talking.
Rest easy.
Rusties.
It's called Be Easy.
I said rest easy because your voice has a boo boo.
Why are you being so aggressive with your hands?
Because Jason,
Okay, now my bomb.
you're very stubborn.
Because I
Are
love
you-
you guys. Okay, I'll stop.
Hello?
I think we have a guest.
A ghost?
No.
Before you guys close, I do have a serious question for y'all.
Was that a ghost? Dum, dum, dum. Oh, lol. We heard a weird noise, you guys.
What would you do
Oh yeah, that was a dog.
if you asked your partner to do something with you? He said no, but you found out he did it with his ex.
That
and the
bitch.
reason he didn't want to do it with you is because he didn't want to be reminded of his ex, and that's
That
why he
bitch.
basically didn't do it with you. Would you feel like he still has feelings for her and he hasn't got over her? Would you feel that's a violation to your relationship?
I'm cutting his dick off. Okay, I'm just kidding. I'm not cutting his dick off.
It really
Wow.
depends on what that is.
Yeah, what is this mysterious
Anything,
position
actually.
that he refuses to do because he did it with an ex and now he doesn't want to do it with me? Like,
We'll sum it up to a certain position. Like you want to do a sexual position with him, and he's like,
I'd get angry. I'd be
No,
like, what
"That
the fuck
reminds
makes
me
her
of
so
my
special?
ex, and I don't want to do it." And it's like, damn, like, why do you think of your ex while we're being intimate?
Yeah,
Now would that hurt your ego and your pride into the relationship?
It wouldn't hurt my pride or ego. I'm fairly like confident in myself. Like it would hurt. I'd be like, damn, I would be mad. I'd be angry. I'd be like, what the fuck? Like,
What about you?
Yeah, I think it would be a little weird. I don't know if I would be like upset. I'd just be like,
Disappointed?
I'd just be kind of weird about that. You know, I'm like, why would that remind you of this person if it's something normal that we
Well, not even
Do you
that.
have
Why are you still thinking
feelings?
about him?
for this person.
that is a great yeah, I mean that would be something coming across my mind. Like
That shit would hurt.
I would probably throw away
that'll
any
just leave me
rational
thinking.
conversation that two adults should have, and I would want to throw hands respectively.
That would just leave me thinking, to be honest.
This
About like the
bitch.
whole situation.
Unbelievable. I'm getting mad just thinking about it.
ASMR cracking. Jason is just cracking every bone in his body right now.
He was like crack, 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 crack. Oh,
They're
Having a
just
crack-
having a competition.
having a
right
crack contest.
No, let me
Oh.
do that, my
That's
friend.
what she said. That's not a crack contest. But you know what I mean, you guys. A crack contest.
Love when a man cracks your back.
He does that thing when I do this.
You're
And
too
then-
innocent.
He does that. Shut the fuck up. Anyways, let's go back to our podcast. Actually, it is kind of time for us to
close out.
close out and say good night. Okay, stop, because I really do outros. Jason is the only one who does the outros. And he's always like, oh, you guys, thanks for
you guys
tuning
for
in on our
tuning in.
podcast. You
Appreciate
can
ya.
find us on the 1424 Instagram page. And then he would pan Lewis would pan the cameras to me. And
Make
I'd be
sure
like,
you like and subscribe and leave a comment for anything you want us to talk about.
yeah. And then I'd be like, you can find me on Instagram, Natalie, two I's, two E's, underscore 01.
We're going to Vegas, bitch. Look for us out there. It's gonna be some shit.
Now with that
Yeah.
voice, my shorty's gonna come up to you and be like, damn, like he's fine as fuck. Oh my
We're
God,
just
can I
gonna
get
put like
your
an
number?"
AI voice.
And he's gonna
over
be
it.
like-
Be like, I'm Batman.
And do the Batman voice. Do the Batman voice.
I'm Batman.
All right, that
That was very
sounds
underwhelming.
Like Batman's sick uncle.
I'm Batman.
That sounds like, you sound like Alfred. Actually,
I'm done.
Oh my God, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Oh my God, I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. We really appreciate you guys.
thank you guys for tuning in.
Definitely when Lewis and Jason come back, we'll try to post up some other bits. If it's interesting, post up some good content. Like, take some good content, you guys.
Oh, I'm gonna hire some street workers.
But anyways, we're gonna vlog.
Vlog
That's for
it.
sure.
He's not gonna know. We're gonna hoard him out.
No, we're not.
We are.
I'm gonna be doing my homework in my hotel.
Ah, nerd.
Yeah, I'm a nerd.
Yeah, that ladies, he's a nerd.
I'm
gonna do my
roofie
homework.
to him.
What?
I'm gonna put a roofie in his drink.
You're
Don't
not
say
doing
that.
nothing. I'm
Not
not
even
I'm not gonna
jokesies.
drink. I'm gonna stay sober. That's it.
Okay.
You know, you should get those drinks that it's like it looks like a scrimger thing, but then you put it over the cup and it has a little hole for the straw, and it's
Yeah.
supposed to protect from people like roofing the drink.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That's actually a smart invention.
But
Shout out
it-
to the girl who created that shit.
But you know what? If you guys are out and about and you see a creep spike a drink, you better go out of your way, intervene, and be like, "This guy's roofing your drink."
What about if he's bigger than me?
I don't give a fuck.
So then find a way to like maneuver the conversation and be like, "Oh my god, I haven't seen you in forever. Oh, oops, I spilled a drink. Oh, silly me." And like, make sure you pack a pen with you so you can write that on a note and be like, "He roofied the drink."
You're
And you
the
let her know.
hero that we don't deserve.
Huh?
You're the hero we don't deserve.
You are the heroes. What's that saying? Not
We're
the hero
heroes,
we
don't
need, the
wear
hero we
capes.
deserve. But we need heroes like you. So yeah,
Fair enough.
fair enough.
Fair enough.
Thank you for tuning in, you guys.
This has been a long outro.
I get
but
really distracted. I'm so sorry. I
ADHD.
apologize.
We all have ADHD.
We all have ADHD in
So,
here.
Don't blame us.
Anyways, thank you so much for tuning in. Next week we'll try to discuss and meet about maybe doing another giveaway contest for gift cards because I know you guys love free money.
And we got to go out to
We
the
have
streets
two
and
guests
interview
coming
people.
in next week.
Well, we have two guests coming
Jimmy
in.
Barlow and
Okay,
Josh.
first of all, let's do this off live.
Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate y'all. Make sure you like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. This has been One Thing for Sure, Two Things for Certain, baby.
Oh,
Yeah.
silly me.
Love
I'm
you guys.
So silly for almost not doing
Thank you guys
it.
for tuning in. Bye.
That's it.